bro, right now, do you think there's anyone protesting, there's anyone proposing in Gaza?
Ooh.
Do you think there's anyone going down on...
Oh, no.
That's Jamtree.
Chaos. It's war zone.
My TT jumped in the DM. She was like, hey. And I didn't know if it was a hey or if it was a hey.
Her top 5 this week.
What are you thinking?
Top 5 this week. Crushes.
Ooh.
Childhood.
Zimbabwean. Straight out of blues. There was a young actress / musician by the name of Beata Mangeta.
Oh.
I come from Makokoba.
Oh.
Married Lenny Guata.
This one just might... This man might disrupt the game.
Yeah.
Grace Mugabe.
What?
Grace Mugabe.
Ntombi zodwa.
Hardest working man in town.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Black and Forth.
And forth, we are within. Yes.
Wow. How do you feel?
It's good to say welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It means we've been around.
Welcome back is a nice word.
It's a nice word. It feels it's just not welcome. It's welcome back. You know what I really like?
Yeah.
I think right out of the gate, this is not me coining the term. But
Yeah.
according to your wonderful feedback.
Yeah.
This has been termed now the podcast that people didn't know they needed.
I
guess that's the... Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw. Like, we didn't know we need this. But
It's a
we
little
knew we
consistent.
needed your money. Guys, I think right off the gate, we need to tell you how difficult it has been to bring you this episode.
Oh, gosh.
This is like the 17th attempt. We've had cameras die. We've had microphones disappear. SD cards break.
Just stop working.
Maita was also involved in something.
He wanted his rent.
He wanted his rent. He was like, hey, you guys are getting some. You guys said you're trending. Let's see your wallets.
You men are hot in the streets.
Yeah.
Innit? Yes.
But yeah, man, the love was good. Seeing the love.
No, man, it's pretty awesome. The feedback has been.
Not to brag, but also to brag.
No, but also to brag. It's in our individual capacities and as
would have shocked.
Collabo. It's we're not known for missing.
Would have been shocking if it had gone the other way.
It would have.
I
it still can't though. It's still very early days, but
yeah, man.
Stick with us.
I think in the spirit of sticking with us, guys, we need to say. We really didn't need to be saying this. We're still figuring out the podcast.
Of course,
we're going to tinker around with the settings. This room is not going to look the same by the 10th episode, by the 15th, 20th.
Yeah.
We're still figuring, even the subject matter, finding our voice, the timing, things will get better. If you thought that was good, things will get better.
Don't worry. That's the good thing. It's only getting better from then onwards. So I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
So thanks for the love. It's the comments. Have you what stood out for you?
That's what I was responding to. Give us time to figure it out.
Yeah, right.
If you just come right out, get you guys,
especially if you haven't donated or bought a coffee.
Already marked up my suggestions.
It's a little tight.
My suggestions. Unoshika God. Inine mkono wangu $2.
And then we'll hear you.
A lot of people are like, you guys need to speak in Shona. Well, I was like, you guys that are saying this is an international podcast. We can't have the white people saying, what is that word?
What does that word mean?
West End.
If you can't, of course, we say jokingly, we want your monies. We do, but
jokingly?
We understand.
I don't understand. Jokingly?
I'm trying to just wrap it up.
I got kids to feed.
I got kids to feed. This ain't no joke.
Yeah, but
no, but at the very least, you could just hit the like button. It will go such a long way because I think it's quite criminal. We can't be doing 10,000 views in the first week. Big up yourselves.
Shout out.
But on the flip side, 500 likes. Come on.
And here's the thing. He's absolutely right. With regards to the like button, when you guys like the video, when you guys rate the podcast on Spotify, on Apple, on Google, it tells the algorithm that this is something dope to recommend to other people.
Hear this.
So when you smash the like button, it will appear in more people, and then we will get money from YouTube. That means we will be bullying you less. Yeah,
you were out of your pocket.
Simple mathematics.
It just makes sense. It's
Simple
the very
mathematics.
least you can do. But yeah, big announcements. Big announcements.
Big announcement. You are looking at this year's Father Christmas.
We're coming on reindeers and sledges and
The
all
only
of the
difference
good stuff.
between us and that Father Christmas, is we are the ones living with presents. we are the ones living. So, just to cut the long story short, we have Christmas shows.
Yes,
lined up in the UK.
Yes,
we are bringing something to Birmingham.
And we're bringing something to Slough.
Yeah.
Outskirts of London, West London, if you want to call it. I don't know why people want to give Slough a bad rep. I don't know what it is, but come through. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be nice.
24th of December.
Christmas box. Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Intimate settings.
Nice, cozy. Come. If you were there at Kandoro's family meeting tour, which was fantastic, by the way. I'll never stop singing praises about that.
Yeah, but that one was almost on Zim Dancer settings. It was big. We are talking 100 seats. So when we announced the tickets,
exclusive,
you might as well jump on it because there's only 2 shows. We're only doing London, Birmingham.
We tried Manchester.
We tried Manchester.
We actually wanted to start with Manchester, but Manchester,
for some reason,
do not know.
You guys don't want us there.
The venue said nah.
For the time being, we're doing for this year. Maybe next year we'll add more, but for now we have very intimate settings, Birmingham and Slough. So as soon as we announce, we should be the end of this week. Jump on that, get your tickets, because when they're out, they're out.
They're out.
There's also a thing people are suggesting merchandise.
Merchandise, yes. Oh yeah. There's a couple T-shirt ideas that I heard right out the gate. You guys are creative. I like that. My favorite one is "My enemies are happy."
So I can't relax. Yeah.
I can't rest.
So we're going to be turning, if you pick up like a favorite line from an episode, you're like, oh, I want to see that on a T-shirt. Then we spin that into a T-shirt, run a limited line, maybe 20 or so copies. If those go out, they're done.
And that's it.
Because we are trying to move on the times.
Keep it chopping, and over the course of the series, you know, we'll look back and who's got the biggest collection.
Who's the number one supporter? You know, you never know. We might show up to your house and surprise you. We could do a whole podcast, but then just because you have so many T-shirts. So yeah, man.
That's fantastic.
I got a message from my TT.
Oh yes. Oh boom. And how did that go? Where was this? Instagram, Facebook? Instagram.
My TT jumped in the DM. She was like, "Hey." And I didn't know if it was a hey or if it was a hey. Hey, although apple.
Hey, hello apple. Because it can easily be the latter.
It could easily.
It could have easily.
And to be honest, I wasn't picturing a soft hey.
It was a harsh hey.
I wasn't picturing it, but then it turned out I was like, hey, babe. And she was like, oh, could you send me the video that you guys were talking about me?
Boom.
I was like, my teacher, you could have just said the video. I would have known.
There's no other video.
Yeah, there's no other video.
But there's a little like caution in that.
I know.
Like, that video you were talking about me.
This message is 5 messages back and forth in total.
Concise.
Like, I don't want, she said, hey. I said, hey. She said, send the message. I said, okay. She said, thanks. Done. I was like, you know what? I want to leave this conversation on friendly terms.
That's good.
I don't want it to turn, but yeah, there was a lot of feedback. You guys saying, "Oh, you guys are glorifying." Well, I was like, "Whoa!"
A lot of things went over a lot of people's heads. I noticed a few of you failed to read between the lines, but it's fine.
I think some people are actually just stubborn. Some people will read through the lines and just want to be mischievous.
People are like that. Unscrupulous behavior.
You'll be like,
I've seen that.
because you want us to get smoked.
They want the inciting.
But episode 1 here, guys,
Come on.
and you're already inciting.
Wow.
You're trying to subvert
Instigation.
a constitutionally elected podcast.
You look at us.
Hey.
We're gonna kind CIO English.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that we need for guidelines. From time to time, you guys are going to hear words. I think Munashi just said unscrupulous. You know, on the previous episode, he said stately genitalia.
Yes, of course.
The reason we do this is because we know, our CIOs, our security officers have what they call functional English.
Function.
It doesn't go beyond a certain level.
It serves a
They
purpose.
have, certain things like public order, arrest, now.
Dissident.
At the very most, the word that goes above that threshold that they now understand is subvert.
Oh,
So there is
the course of
Yeah.
justice. What?
So the reason why we sprinkle those words is because we know if we use those words, then they have to use dictionaries and Google, and by the time they figure out the word, hasha dzinga that zikira.
You're subsiding.
But if you just say pasina nigrini needs to hey, people will be like, have you seen my TT cell? It's now empty. But yeah, man, what's happening in the streets?
In the streets.
What's cooking in the streets?
What's cooking in the streets? I think at the moment there is a very interesting discourse around the whole COS thing. I think what it is from the discourse I'm seeing, there's a lot of people, there's mixed advice and opinions. That's what I'm finding very interesting.
Yeah.
Some people are saying, hey, man, ban that. That is dead. K-Wake, UK, long. This ain't what it's cut out to be. I'm going back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, there's people saying, nah, you got to ride it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Where do you stand on the line? You've been in the country 4 years. What kind of just opinion or advice, rather, would you...
I
or
honestly-
2 cents you'd
I honestly
chip in?
think I'm the worst person to be giving advice on this because my personal circumstances are so different.
It's might and clear.
Yeah, not even that, but in terms of like, I would be speaking from I would offer very, very misguided advice.
Oh, you'd
I think I'm
advise
aware.
people.
Yeah, because I actually came across and I took a screenshot. The context, just in case for those that are not familiar, there was a tweet. There's been a few tweets that came out. So I'm going to read you guys this tweet to give you context. This person says, I was talking to a friend who has been in the UK for less than 2 months now, and he has told me that he wants to go back to Zimbabwe while his wife insists on staying in the UK. I could not even try talking him out of it because I totally understood where he was coming from. He had a good managerial position in Zimbabwe and is currently considered to be on leave. His argument is that his salary, which is no less than $1,000 plus other perks, he does not see why he's in the UK. He further owns a house in a good suburb and drives Toyota Hilux double cab given by his company, plays golf every weekend. Company pays for his subscription for golf membership, best medical insurance, school fees for children paid for by the company. And with operating within this context, I was like, you know what? I get it. I get the frustration. But I think this frustration is coming from coming to the UK without having done enough
Prior
research.
to...
Yeah. Because if you are telling me that you are leaving Zimbabwe from a job that was giving you a company car, paying school fees for your kids, you are going for golf.
Okay.
And they're paying your membership. They've paid for all these things. You have a house. What are you doing here? Like, no one is walking into any company and as a peg, you're getting golf membership. Because that means they've taken care of everything else that is
of
reasonably...
course.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
They have taken care of everything.
Everything else,
The
yes.
fuel in the car, the kids are paid for, the DSTV is
School
probably
fees,
sorted.
all of that.
So what are you doing here? Because there is no company providing that.
I hear that. I absolutely hear that. And I think It's a very good question. Like,
Yeah.
what brought you here in the first place, if that really is the case? But also on the other side, you know, just devil's advocate a little bit here.
Icho.
There's the element of like longevity, right? What do you want? There's certain things that I think if you're going to come to England at a certain age, as you said,
Yeah.
you just have to be prepared to understand that it's no longer about you,
Yeah.
right? Golf, all of that, that's a social life. That's for you.
Yeah.
But then when you come to England, you have to be prepared to just live a life where it's a life of sacrifice to an extent where you're not gonna walk into the same role you were
No.
doing. You're probably gonna get into like I don't know, a slightly menial or lower level kind of job than you were doing back in Zim, and that's gonna take a humble pie to swallow. But then there's the other things that you are more likely to secure here,
Yeah.
and this is just simple things like good health systems, bruv. Healthcare systems, hospitals,
I mean, at this point,
Healthcare.
At this point, the NHS
Functioning
is
roads.
very questionable. But I get what you mean.
you know, higher education, school for your children, universities and stuff like that. And just that kind of exposure for your kids. That's what I'm saying. Like it's now for your kids more than
And
it is about you.
but
if you have kids.
100. What I'm realizing, we're actually saying the same thing. We're actually saying that because you've gone further down the line, because what I was leading up to is exactly what you're saying. To the point of, if you've come here with proper research, you need to know that the UK is not that country.
Of course.
If you've come here, if you've done your research, these frustrations are coming from a place of not having, of thinking it's going to be a continuation of your life.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I think people in the UK and the diaspora for the longest time
Yeah.
have been honest about how peak it
Nah,
really is.
they're not.
No. I promise you.
disagree.
You know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
And you know what I noticed happened?
Yeah.
People inferred. Like people filled in the gaps themselves.
Not even you guys for a very long time.
I promise you.
You guys for a very long time. I get what you're saying, but you guys let the rumor go on for so long.
No.
You guys would hear assumptions and you'd be like, you wouldn't dispel any of them. You just be like, cool. Do you know the craziest thing? You guys would come in December with all that money saved up and blow a bag.
But this is what I'm saying, right? Okay, cool.
And people will be like, ooh.
Okay, I get the December thing.
Yeah.
I get the December thing. But what I really, really mean is anyone who... I would like to believe most people who are coming either have a relative or someone, you know, as a lot don't.
Yeah.
You know, especially with the COS thing, you know, if you hustle your way through, help skippity, blah, 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 you make it in. But I believe that these relatives tell you.
Yeah.
There's sometimes where if you really have a relative who was abroad, I'm sure there's a point where they told you that, hey, I'm working. We work here. There's one thing I feel like people in the diaspora have always told people back home is that we're out here working.
Yeah, but
I promise you.
I hear you.
And ask anyone who had a relative in the UK how vexed they will get if there was like a mismanagement of funds or
No, truly, I hear.
it's a thing.
I hear that, but I think it's a combination. It ends up being a combination of things. Sometimes you hear and see what you want to see.
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
But also, I think there was, to some extent, a romanticization of what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Where, you know, sometimes you get caught up in the, you know, people call you Mbinga a little bit too often. And you're like, you let it play. Like, because, I mean, being called Mbinga is nice. It's nice. I'm not going to go out of my way to dispel.
I mean,
the notion. You get it? And I think what has happened now, more often, the reason why people here try not to dispel the notion of, because there was back home, there was also a stereotyping of what
There's a
being here
bias
was,
in your favor.
where
to
people
a
would say,
degree.
"Vanhu vari kukwesha chembere."
Oh, there was that
So
too.
from a defensive standpoint, people back here, people coming from here would stand to do away with
This
the notion
that.
yekuti,
This that.
yeah, murundi kukwesha chembere.
Yeah.
Bata 5,000.
Attack.
You
No,
know.
but this is what I'm saying. Okay, I can understand 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I can understand that because the UK was so far removed in terms of just contact.
Yeah.
Now with technology, social media, everyone can get caught on WhatsApp. You video call
But
each
with these
other.
filters, bro.
I get that. I get there's that. But hear me. There's contact. You can get in touch with your family. The world is genuinely shrunk.
Yeah.
So I think people now are even more privy to the nature of the UK than ever.
I think honest
before.
conversations are happening more often now.
You see what I mean?
I think. But yeah, the long and short of this whole thing is, I would say, do your research. I think because most of the frustrations come from a place of, you come here and it's, oh my God, it's not what I expected. There's no reason for anyone in 2023 to come here and say it's not what you expect, because there's information available about what. And also, the biggest thing that I would want to say is, COS is not the only career available.
Of course.
There's global talent visas, there's skilled visas, there's different tiers.
Get yourself that Gonyet license.
Yeah, you know,
really look into that.
There's so many. You can come as a teacher. You can come. There's different career options. If you fit the criteria, if you're eligible, find your way. I think most of it, the frustration you find is somebody saying, "Oh, I was an accountant. Why am I?" There might be a job that that is better suited to what you are good at. You know. Yeah, man. Let me find. I wrote down.
You just gotta do your. You gotta. Someone said something very interesting about the relationship dynamics and how it works, and I think this is kind of true. It seems it's the men who can't hack it
more often
than
you come here and you're not hearing that shumba.
No, factually, honestly speaking, it seems like it's the men who are a little reluctant. Even in my situation, my dad is in Zimbabwe.
He came and was like,
no, he never came.
Okay,
I don't even think he entertained the idea of ever going abroad. He's just always been stubborn. He's
like God with a white.
He's stubborn. Yeah, it's like no, not for me. That's
respect to him, man.
That's not. Yeah,
and he's not going to be making a thread about how frustrated he is. He's chilling.
He's there. Yeah. He's there. But interestingly enough, this one guy was saying, you find that especially the couples that have come together, the men are finding that frustration because here now you both work, meaning that both of you working means that you both, whoever's come back home first from shift is gonna have to cook, my G.
Do the dishes.
You gotta do the dishes, my guy.
Worse if there's kids involved.
I don't even advise you to bring kids straight away like that.
Yeah,
no, that's a non-starter. If there's one kind of piece of advice I'd give is that if you got kids, just not yet.
Did you see the Warriors getting love on social media?
I felt it.
The women were thirsting over the Warriors.
Have they ever gotten attention?
No, never. I think Zifa. No, not think. I know, because Zifa started wilding out and started saying, "Do you know?" Okay, I get carried away. To give context to anyone who is not clued up, not so. Our Warriors, it was international break. Our Warriors were playing World Cup qualifiers. And because Kirsty messed up, spoke about it on propaganda, you can go
watch that episode. It's a brilliant episode.
Yeah, the Warriors are having to play their football in Rwanda, all their home matches. So Zifa posted a clip of the Warriors coming out of the team bus. And, there's some international players, obviously they have access to Nivea. Yeah, France. They look good. They look nice. They look good. They look stylish. They look good. And Zim women seemed taken aback.
They're like, wow,
We didn't know
we have talent.
we have talent.
Yes.
Talent.
Like
You know,
that.
and they were, testing. It was Temba Mliswa all over again.
Oh my! It was the Timber Mliswa.
It was Temba Mliswa all over again.
Timber fever.
Yeah, so they were wilding out. Well, what's happening? What time do they play?
Oh, now you wanna watch?
Now-
What time did they play?
Did this boy not go on to have a new like? I'm so embarrassed. New
Who were they playing?
Rwanda. I didn't even know Rwanda had a national team. Do you know what Zifa did? This person said Zifa chiko chinodhura pakunyora mazita pamajezi. Online Zifa replied, for qualifying matches, having names on shirts means they will no longer be usable if a certain player is not called up in the next match. You will see names at tournaments where it is mandatory to have them.
No.
No, that's what they said.
No.
That
They didn't put
in front
names
of the baddies, bro.
in front of the baddies.
In front of the baddies, bro.
Oh, why did they do that?
You're telling me kuti my players are Masha Munetsi, Marvelous Nakamba,
Do better.
who play in the Premier League, but don't watch my jersey between.
Nah.
That's what you're telling me.
That's rough.
In front of the baddies, bro.
Who mans is this?
I was ndakanyara.
Who these niggas?
Ndakanyara. But why would Zifa do us like that?
That is so cheap.
You can't. Is it cheap? Kind of story in Maria. Kind of story in because I don't think Ziva was being cheap. I mean, no one needed to know the real reason.
You know what? I hear you because you know the level of honesty it takes to just own up and say, hey,
I ain't got it like
I
that.
ain't got that.
I ain't got it. But like, it's not mandatory to reply to some of these tweets. Just ignore.
Just air it, bro.
Just ignore.
Just
Like, no one is going to know that you saw it. Yeah. Speaking of people that were embarrassing in front of the baddies, do you see German Waga propose about Jamtree?
Oh, Jamtree.
If you are, oh my goodness.
So I've been to Jamtree once.
Yeah.
And from what I saw
What
of
was
the
that,
place, it looked like a groove.
That's
looked like
That's Jamtree.
people having a boot. I thought maybe there's a back end where maybe this,
That's all of
that
it.
ain't no.
German Waga dzoresa volume, yeah, DJ.
It's like, hey.
Can you, DJ Chweda, can I, Ndugumbrombodzora volume?
Had everyone enjoying a good time.
All I do is win, no matter. Ndugumbrombo pa, Rambo win now. Pane vanhu vanga tori kumasure kwebhawa vakatofungwa kuti bhawa rakutovharwa pakanzwa volume ichidzura. Is it? Hezvo pana German wati, will you what? Will you what? Undikwanire Tobias.
Bruv. That's rough.
No, it was rough, man. But there's no other way to that.
Do you think that was the expected outcome, the
Definitely.
right thing to do? Do you think she could have been? There's no room for some compassion in. I don't know. Can you say if someone proposes to you? Can you say, like very publicly, I love you, but can I have a moment to think about this?
Maz, can I talk to
Because it's people make it seem like it's either yes or no. Like can I don't know. It's and how would what's the decorum here? How are people supposed to receive this? How do you think people would receive if someone just said, "Yo, I love you. Can I have a moment to think about this?"
That tells me that you haven't had any prior
And you take
discussions.
the ring. I don't know, or something, just to at least.
I
don't know.
But can I talk to that zvichibenzi kana inonda zviro zvibenzi? No, because you've clearly shown me kuti wanakwana. Jamtree. Do you know bro? Do you know at any given moment? If you keep quiet, Jamtree, if you are just like, let's go, there's at least 6 different people cheating in Jamtree. At
At
any,
that-
at,
at that
at
very
any
point.
given moment.
There's 6 people.
That
who,
is the air that you want to propose.
yes.
Worst case scenario, you're doing this in front of my potential suitors. Pangu pane zvinyangiriri zvataona munhu ini.
And you're. Ooh,
What are you doing?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. What are you doing? Wakutondibhurutsira shiri dzangu.
Bro.
Now you're scaring.
You're chasing the
Like,
hoes.
come on. Why are you doing that? No, there is no room for compassion. I think under normal circumstances, say you have proposed most certainly privately, because it's only in private moments where you are allowed to have. Bro, zvakafanana nekuti izvezvi right now, do you think there's anyone protesting, there's anyone proposing in Gaza?
Ooh.
Do you think there's anyone going down on...
Oh, no.
That's Jamtree.
Chaos. It's war zone.
Do you think there's... Like, what are you doing? Pakona apa pane munhu ari kushoterwa nemari yebhiri. Pakona apa pane munhu arikuda taxi yemhingiri. Pakona apa pane munhu ari kuorder zvinhu zvaasingakwanisa kuafoda. Pakona apa pane munhu ane mukadzi wemunhu. Pakona apa pane... That's the context that you want to propose.
Wow.
And mark our love. Kana takuzoudza vana vedu kuti your father proposed. Pane bhawa raipisa. Right? Jamtree. That's what you want to do to me.
On the dance floor.
You've taken away any reason. So now we're all being silly.
So let's all just...
Yeah, because I suppose the girl, you want to walk away from that situation with some semblance of dignity. Now I have to get this victory off your back.
But if we're all gonna get silly, let's all just be silly to the fullest.
You're not going to out silly me.
you're
You're not going to out Jamtree, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh.
What are you talking about? No. I think it's either that or people just want to trend, bro. Because it's either you're serious about proposing or you're trying to use this as a moment to build some... You remember there's been a couple of moments where, you know, there's that chicken in proposal that turned into a whole thing. There's been a few... I don't know. I honestly don't know what endorsements you're looking for.
Out of Jamtree.
Jurex. What? But it's definitely not Jameson. It's definitely not.
Damn it. Okay, so I didn't know Jamtree was getting down like that. Fair enough in that sense.
Yeah, ma'am.
And I think
How
it
are you
must
going
be
to do
paid.
it?
I think I don't know. To be honest, I haven't really given it much thought. But
This is not reassuring, Dara.
no. But this is
Let
one
me
of
ask you again.
But hear me out.
Let me ask you again. I think you need to... yourself, because it's not a... I know we have some viewers that are quite concerned by your answer. Let me ask you again.
Listen.
How are you going to do it again? How are you going to do it in
How am I going to do it? I haven't really. Hear me out.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be very creative.
Right,
I just haven't
Okay.
really.
Narrowed it down.
I haven't narrowed it down.
Okay.
But what I will say for a fact
Yeah.
is, it will be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know about the scale,
Public,
with the
private,
grand, I
what?
don't know, but I think it will be private. But it will be whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be thoughtful,
Okay.
basically.
Like that.
That's
Definitely
very-
not Jamtree.
Oh no, Jamtree.
Yeah.
No Jamtree. Maybe Pablo's.
It's like a fraternal twin.
Right.
Same thing, just
Same
different.
thing, nigga.
Oh man, but it's all right. Another segment that we want to introduce coming up. Kandori and Monashe give relationship advice.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I think we are positioned.
I mean experts.
I mean, look,
expert advice.
thriving husband, par excellence.
I mean, have you seen my wife do a Twitter thread?
Never.
I'm killing it.
She's killing it. No, you're killing it. No, you're killing it. You're
Killing it.
you're killing this.
Every time Monashe comes here, there's a hot plate of salsa.
Yeah, man. It's a happy household.
If I was a shit husband,
I like it.
hakuna sadza right guy.
We'd be hungry in here. We won't even be talking so loud.
No. So yeah, if you're going through some things, we'll put an anonymous Google form or something that we won't even know who you are. So
It's
you can
anonymized,
send,
ID hidden.
Yeah. So you can send in complete confidence that we won't know. Send it through, and then we will tell you the things that Tinto Weber Filling Station won't be able to tell you, because Tinto, he will be using that radio voice like, yo, so what triggered you? We'll just be like, Wangu. You know the Elder Machando.
That's the vibe. That guy, Elder Machando, is a bad man.
Nah, he's bad. Elder Machando still has to operate within the remit of religion.
It's gonna be brutal, but it's gonna be honest.
Isusu kana udaura kuti titokutukira munhu
On your behalf,
togona tokuitira izvo.
we can do it.
Can cast people out on your behalf. So come through. We'll make that available before the next episode, and then you guys will be able to send it through. I think it should be fun, man.
It'll be great fun. I really look forward to it.
What?
And also another segment that we're going to be bringing up is our top fives.
Yeah.
Top fives.
Top five something. Every episode we have a top
We're
five.
going to hit you with the top five of something random.
Yeah. What's
random?
What's our top five this week?
Our top five this week.
What are you thinking?
Top five this week. Crushes.
Ooh.
Childhood. Zimbabwean.
Time period.
Anytime, but
No, it can't be my crush at the last 10 years.
well, I really hardly wouldn't have that many that surpass.
Yeah,
the
because
ones
it becomes very
It's the classic
like
ones.
you can't none of us can mention
no.
can mention 10. It can't be anyone you can bump into Spa,
basically not.
because now your person is
But
asking.
it wasn't going to be that anyway.
Yeah, but so childhood.
Like when you
Cut off is high school.
when you first started understanding the idea of wow, there's something about that vibe. I like that vibe, and I'm not even just talking about
Childhood crushes, top
I'm
five.
not just talking about
I'm excited
beauty
about this one.
or what. I'm just talking about
but just
even
the feeling,
aura,
the aura,
the wow,
just the
like what a woman, like
yeah. I like it. Let's go. 'Cause I'm let's do. You say one, I say one, and two touch
one.
five.
Okay.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Give us
Who's
woo.
my first submission.
Woo. Is this in order or
It's in no particular order. I might have to just hit you with Newsreader. Back in the day, I be going for Dudu. Boom. The main prime time.
back when ZBC was ZBC?
When you had the nigga.
It looked like they had him every day. I showed it the news.
It sounded like
like hey. It's 5-2.
He'd just be in some room downstairs at ZBC Studios.
That's a strong start.
I know.
Those who know.
Those who know. This one, unfortunately, this one is those who know, but I'm just standing by them. Who's your submission?
I have to hit you with a proper throwback. I'm talking
Throwback.
This is my Daisy Alcatraz.
Okay. Oh,
Do you remember Daisy Alcatraz?
oh my days! You went way back.
Yeah. Makanaka Wakatama. What are you saying, broski?
So that one, you know that one.
Chijoka.
I had thought about that one. But you see that one is a little unfair because that one.
There was a time where I'm pretty sure
This is gonna annoy me because I believe me. There's no way I was gonna get to 5 and not.
No, I believe there was a time where they were considering putting Makanaka per national flag. They're like, Shiri Rumboite.
We don't need
Shiri,
this. We don't
Shiri
need this.
rumwete.
Bird. What
Uyu mwana uyu wepa Star Kids.
Aka.
We were waking up, bro,
God.
to watch Star Kids.
She was.
Everyone was jealous of Chinevimbo Chimbetete.
She was. You get to work with the all
Who's
the time.
Who's this little?
Who's this? So you tell me this is your weekend. You get to hang out in the studios with
Better. Okay.
doing banter on TV.
Best of both worlds. Abigail Mvududu Makanaka Okatama. The old and the young. Okay.
Who's my second? Oh.
Whenever anyone says, "Oh," before they've got some hits,
I got heat.
Yeah.
I have a joker.
Yeah.
This one just might.
Yeah.
This man might disrupt the game.
yeah.
Grace Mugabe.
What?
Grace Mugabe.
Ntombi Zodwa.
Tombi Zoto. Grace. Not Gucci.
Which
Grace.
one? Which one are we talking about? 90s.
I'm talking 90s.
Just
Grace,
married Grace.
Just married Grace. President got a new bae, Grace.
Still changing my Kete next Kate house,
Getting
Grace.
like
Still humble.
donating sewing machines to women's. I never knew what she
That
sounded
Nico
like.
Grace.
Never heard her voice. I'll just
I
see
see
her.
it.
I'll just see her walk on red carpets, wave, just looking bad.
I think for a first for
Tell me, Grace was not a baddie. 90s.
I'm seeing it.
Nah, bruv.
But I'm starting
Come on.
I'm thinking, was
Come on.
that really hair or was that just the hair out? Because the hair out was on some Zim Celebs type shit back in the
They
day.
really were.
First lady has done this.
First lady. No, but we'd see you on TV from time to time. And I'll be like,
She got that thing.
I was like, okay. I was like, hey,
This is
first
wild.
lady. I was like, I was proud of our first lady.
No,
I was like, hey, man.
I get it.
I was like, then I started looking at other countries'
Yeah,
first
you're like,
ladies, and I'm like,
nah.
they.
This is the person who could have swindled Mandela and Samoa.
Ooh.
Okay. Ntombi Zodwa, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you.
I'm quite pleased with that submission.
I see you. I raise you. My boy. You're not going to see this one coming though. Straight out of blues. There was a young actress / musician by the name of Beata Mangeta.
Oh.
I come from Makokoba.
Oh.
Married Lenny Guata.
What?
Broski? I was cause
You blindsided me. You went south.
bro.
You are.
No, she had the streets
Oh.
on lock.
Oh, she had the streets hollering.
She had the streets. Beata.
Damn.
Then she did a double, I think around 2006, 2005. She did a collab album with Babashiro. 6 songs.
Oh no, I can't say I recall much of that.
Ooh,
Belter.
it was a banger.
Bangers.
Bang. Oh, she was nice.
Damn.
If do you know there's certain people that you look on TV and you're like, kana chiri kwenda kura chetu. I'll do something. That was for me. That was
Beata Mangeta.
to be fair. That was everyone on my list, but
Fair. Oh wow.
Beata.
Yeah. I would have rolled through Straight House.
I remember the first time I saw her
Super
in this
Grace.
local production called Stitcher.
I think I remember it.
She was also Hlengiwe Mtanami. This is how you know who I'm
You
speaking.
were clued
like
in,
Hlengiwe,
brother.
like bro. This is way before subtitles, nigga. I was listening to
Can't hear nothing.
I was like, no, I'm focused. I see you, boo. I'm here
Yeah.
for these streaming numbers. I'm here.
Okay, that's a strong one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to hit you one
Okay.
that was just this one. I can almost say objectively
Yeah.
bad, certified
Okay.
by standards,
Yeah.
rated
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
internationally,
Yeah.
pageantry wise.
Okay.
The very first Miss Malaika.
Ooh.
Zimbabwe's very own Brita
Masale Tulini.
Tulini.
Ooh.
Talk to me.
Barry.
Talk to me.
I think in terms of Barry, that's when Zimbabwe was like, we here.
That's when Zim was like, boy, if you don't stop.
Because I remember even enough Philip Chiangwa were trying to mill around. I remember once Philip Chiangwa has donated a Benz, I was like, Fitz,
Go back. Come
back.
on. Hey.
Hey. Ooh, that's a hot one.
Stinger.
Do you know where she is?
I don't know what she. Oh my god, I have no idea what she's doing with the life now. But yeah, ooh, back when we used to gather around the TV to watch things like beauty pageants,
Yeah.
the whole country would be like,
Yeah. It was beauty pageants, Nema Gala.
galas. Yes, yes, yeah, solid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember.
Okay. Twambizod kwa Brita. What was the other one?
Grace.
So it was Grace, Brita, and
Abigail Mvududu.
Abigail Mvududu.
Yeah.
Okay. You're coming through with the classics. All right. I'm on my, what is it? This is supposed to be my third one.
I'm a man of fine tastes.
This is my third one. I raise you.
Who you got for me?
I raise you a baddie.
Raise me a baddie, bro.
But you know those baddies that you see once in a while? Like they come, but whenever they come on TV, whatever, you're like, I'm never going to forget this.
Yes.
Patience Musa.
Oh, wait.
Let me place you.
Place me. Put me in a time and a
Do
place.
you remember the lady that was in the Pamuacha video?
Pamuacha.
Unoti kudi kutingiwa. Are you seeing the video? Are you? She had a. What are you saying? What are you saying?
My world is spinning.
What are you saying?
What
are you saying?
Man?
Patience Musa. If we're talking like through the screen, that aura of God damn.
Man. Okay.
Childhood. Who were some wild kids?
It was reckless.
Who were some reckless kids, man?
Oh, that's a good one. I might have to pull out a video vixen. No.
This is your number one? Number 4?
For number 4. Actually, number 4, I got one.
Okay.
But this one is they have to come as a group.
Yeah.
It can't.
Okay.
I think
Group?
technically. Wait, when you hear it, it will make sense. The ripe and ready girls.
That's not fair.
The ripe and.
I move. Honorable Matisha, I move to disqualify. Because you can't pull up the Avengers.
Withdraw.
You can't pull up the Avengers.
I will not withdraw Delela.
You can't pull up the Avengers.
I will not
We're
withdraw.
doing 1 for 1.
I will not.
And you say a whole
Okay.
commercial.
Okay. I'll make it fair. Whichever one you want. Pick one.
Yeah. That video.
Pick one.
Whoever,
one out of those three.
Whoever cast that
The green
video,
one. The red one.
Whoever cast that video was like, yeah, I did that shit. I did that.
That was good casting. That was great marketing because that made an impression.
We were buying Flavor, Reva, Ripe and Ready for the wrong reasons. You think you buy those things and the ladies will show up. It's like, no.
That's not how it works.
This is imagine dirty body. This has nothing to do with what you're like.
This is not what you think it is.
Any grown man that you saw drinking Ripe and Ready
Yes.
was definitely hoping in some genie type shit.
Something in the not the bottle.
Because that was meant for kids.
Because you think if you drink the green one, the
You're
green
like-
one in the green top is the one who pops out. If you're drinking the red, God, that's funny.
Okay.
Ripe and Ready girls, anyone,
Okay.
any one of them, pick one. It's yeah, man, solid one. This is tough. This is
a tough one.
where we at 9.
9.
I've given 4. How many have you given?
I'm about to give my 4th one.
Okay.
I'm about to give my fourth one.
Okay.
Think long and hard. You've done a group. Let me do a group as well.
Okay.
It's not a similar group, but it's like a cast as well.
It's a cohort.
It's
It's,
a
just
cohort.
yes. Who this?
I'm going to pick a few from the cast of Studio 263.
Okay.
Because there was a time when that thing was
Okay.
still being executive produced by Godwin Mauru, written by Aaron Chundra Moyo. They were moving mad.
They were pushing the pen. Early
Do you
days.
remember the lady who used to act as Bev? Bebram Daramiyengwa. The bodacious, curvaceous Bev.
Wait, the one who had. Oh. Wait, remind me. She was dark skinned.
Yes.
Dark skinned.
Yeah. She was on some dark skin thing. I remember my days like
Problematic in the series.
If Bev was coming up on TV,
She was a
any
side chick
scene-
in the series. She was a problem
That was
ma-
like
a troublemaker.
The first documentation of side chicks in Zim culture. When she would pop up on
And
TV,
it actually used to annoy people in real life. They
But I
hate-
must so.
No.
Bev.
She actually had such an aura.
Yeah.
You'd feel uncomfortable watching her on TV with your parents in the house sometimes.
Because
You're like,
you know some outlandish thing. But the good thing about ZBC is that sex was implied.
that's the,
You know,
so you
sex
never
was-
had them moments.
Udora is
Yeah. And then you'd be like, whoo.
People would just assume good. You know, it wasn't some of those under the covers. No, they would just go up and set up. So that's on my other end.
Okay,
of-
that's your core.
in the same cast on some wholesome thing.
zoning.
NG Jari, little known jewel.
That she's not the
'Cause-
one. She's not the one who was the model.
No, that's Vimbai Jari.
That's the main.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
model. Then there was Tendai Jari,
Yeah. He's
Minister
now
of
our
ICT
minister.
now.
Yeah.
Then there was NG Jari. I mean, there was a brother in there.
There was Tendai
young
Jabu,
one.
right?
Yeah,
the one up.
the young one.
Oh,
Because we were on some.
she never hung around like
No,
that.
no. She was always at school or something or boarding school. Because I think Tayendra na my age, so you'd be like, ooh. Wait, which boarding school?
What school is that?
Which is boarding school in real life? Or what's up?
I remember her.
What's going on?
She's coming back to me.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I think I will even, because you gave us 3. This is not a studio one, but I will jump on. Do you remember another cast member? Do you remember Bebra Tobima Mvura on Gringo? I think I think her name was Anna.
Gringo's employers is
Mwana wa mdara
daughter.
gweshe.
Oh yes,
Anna. Some light skin. Uptown.
Mm. Ooh. Hey, she had my guy Toby going through
Toby
the
Waters.
hoops, Mamvura. They had him going through the but that was brilliant because he actually wrote the whole thing, didn't he?
Here's the crazy
That
thing.
was- that
What are
was
kids
fantastic.
of today doing? Like, how do because the reason why we're only able to have these conversations because we were spoiled for choice in terms of Zimbabwean television. Like, do kids of today have things that they watch and they're like, bebreva, I don't
just
know
have
what
the-
you were pamoyo. Do they have local productions that they can?
I think they have YouTube personalities now. That
Is that
YouTubers,
enough, though?
I don't know. They just don't have that shared experience. They're spoiled for choice, man. We had no choice but to watch that. Everyone
But I
would
feel
watch
like
that.
our childhoods were richer for it.
You
Because
think? Yeah,
but
you know what?
they were richer for
We're
it.
definitely biased, but I believe that. I don't even think we're supposed to be even having that many options in life.
Because you shouldn't.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
don't
one.
even think it's natural.
I think having too much choice removes the experience of having a collective team. Because you are watching Studio 263.
We
I
can
was
never
watching.
watch the same thing.
You have commonality.
Absolutely.
What's your number 5?
All right, number 5.
Before number 5, throw in some honorable mentions.
Okay, before number 5, let me.
You might have some.
No, let me. I've got an honor. This one, it's and it's so honorable,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to bend the rules
Yeah.
a bit here.
Yeah.
No.
Scary time.
I'm gonna have to bend the rules and step out of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
A global thing, but you understand.
Break the rules, bro. Ski.
Everyone's gonna feel this one if you're watching TV. And
Right. Yeah.
you might even feel it across the borders.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
keen to hear.
Yeah.
One and only.
Yeah.
Shusha.
Yeah, you broke the rules on that one.
I'm sorry. It's an honor. It's an honorable one, but it's a shared experience.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the episode when she'd choose a lucky boy to get the kiss on the cheek. She put the lipstick on her lips and then kiss you on the cheek, and then you get to go home with the lipstick print cheek. I used to watch them Donnies and just be like,
You lucky
"You
bastards.
lucky."
Okay. That's your honorable mention.
Honorable Shusha.
My honorable mention. I have to go pay homage to my Urban Grooves era.
Okay.
Love that time.
You love that
special,
era. I like
special,
it too. Yeah,
special
I
time.
dig it. I dig
Things
it
were
too.
simple, man.
Things were simple, man.
Things were simple.
Straightforward.
You knew what to say. They were literally giving you the words to say, like, hey, Mpana, these are the cheat codes. If you want to make it in life, if you want to have gullies, these are the words to use. And there was a lady that was, I think it's probably one of my earliest recollections of Urban Grooves. So it was one of those first cuts, is the deepest type.
Okay. Who's this?
Plaxidis Wenyika. Plaque. No, because that's you can't sing that women, because that's a breakup song. I'm not breaking up with my like, because to me when I picture her, she's always, it's always on some party rino ndaribira.
Oh my God.
Kuba reser aunoda. What are you saying?
I know that's a banger. That's a banger. She's bad. Okay. All right. Okay.
What are you saying?
Okay. That's your honorable one.
That's that.
Damn, who am I closing on?
That's my. Might even kick some of these people on this top 5.
Get out.
So I can make space.
room for.
It was too impromptu. I feel like I should have had more time to sit down and
just narrow it down. Okay. My closer.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
Ooh.
Ding 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 ding.
You
know where to get it. Kona Angwanan.
Hey,
Angwa
can we
Street.
say that on the program?
Where?
Mabaze. Kona Angwa na First Street.
Kona Angwa and First Street. Boy.
Maichisamba. Chiringa zuva chedu chatsvuka chikakwata.
Boom.
She was so classy, man. Like
She was.
She had the most classy ways of telling you you're spewing some nonsense.
Right.
Ndo mafungiro ava vaopere maoko. What? But there's a clip of her saying.
So true.
There's a clip of her saying, Zvarambwe. No, but that guitar though.
Famous riffs.
Shout out Mono Mkundu.
Oh, that was Mono.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I raise you my number one. Yeah, my Samba is great, but
My Samba's
ain't no way
OG.
she's touching.
She's goated.
ain't no way she's touching my number one, bro.
Who's that?
Ain't no way.
Who's this?
You know who my number one is.
Who's who?
Because
Who?
the whole time that you will.
I might pull it out.
Yeah.
I might pull the rug from beneath you.
But then I saw how you were moving. I was like, nah.
I see.
He doesn't have the finger on the pulse like that.
The thing ain't on the pulse.
Yeah, on the pulse.
No.
Ivy Combo. Ivy Combo. Let me tell you something about Ivy Combo.
No.
There was a time when Ivy Combo had the whole country praying in tongues.
Bro, there's this gospel.
Nguva ya kwana.
Yes! Nigga, Harare Gardens. I think I went to like a couple of those. I had no business going to
Street
gospel
kids,
shows.
church goers, everyone in tongues.
Bruh, street kids be in there.
Uyawona nguva ya kwana. They were the first people to play in Dombolom Church, and it was a whole kerfuffle because people were like, "Oh my God, what is church becoming?" Ivy was so bad.
No wonder their concerts were sick.
Oh, bro,
seen them live a
the
couple times.
allegations that
I got
were
to work
coming
with her
out.
when I came to the UK. She's
What?
in the UK now. Yeah,
Why?
well, we were doing a live. We were doing one of them Chap Vondoka like lockdown kind of lives.
Don't behave like you go say,
I met a-
if you say I go to work when you make it sound like it was one-on-one.
No, okay. Oh,
Pampani
sorry.
Wangwan.
Oh, there were other people,
Yeah.
but I
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't try to
Ruin things. You're ruining it.
You're ruining it. Don't do that. Ivy. Maskiri wrote a whole song. Maskiri wrote a whole song, bro. He was like, Ivy, first yako zvainondiita kana sekuru vangu vari kutoshaya zvekuita.
Ivy was a baddie.
Nah, Ivy was different, bro. Different gravy.
And that was different soup. Even from the way you had rumors about the
Bro, they don't
this,
make
that,
gospel
and the
rumors like that
right?
anymore.
They don't even. They don't make
No.
gospel spies
They
like
don't
that.
make it. They don't make. If Zim celebs existed during that time, that is the only thing they would be reporting.
Oh yeah.
Because the amount of rumors, Ivy has what I saw, Ivy has what I saw, Ivy.
They'd have been on to her.
She had the whole country praying, bro, just to get a look from
She had us in
Ivy.
a chokehold. Now, I for one was a fan. Oh yes, that was.
What you mean? I for one, you
Yeah.
were fan. The whole country. Was,
Okay, yeah.
The whole country, bro.
Yeah. No, that's a solid 10. I think that's.
yeah, no. Ooh.
I think that's
Because it has everything.
It's everything. It's a
It has
starting lineup.
everything.
It's
It is a proper. It's a proper
squad depth.
It's squad depth. Even if you want, your proper. You can round it off and think maybe Wangwarpa Duze, it could have happened when you were in high school. She was also in high school. If you want the out of your world
Well,
belters,
crazy
dreamer,
they're
your
there.
breaters, your
Keep
if you want
pushing.
your wholesome, she giving motherly
Yeah,
vibes.
motherly
What?
vibes, maternal.
It's a
there,
hold on it.
it's there.
If you guys think you have a better list,
If you have a better top 5, hit us.
hit us.
I'd like to hear that.
I would like-
actually, I challenge the Mandem to give me a more iconic 5 that
High school crushes.
that doesn't
If you were-
fit. That doesn't have anyone we mentioned here.
If you were crashing on people, like you think you have upper echelon crashes. And again, I don't want people to now misconstrue this as Kandre and Munashe were listing the most beautiful women.
No.
This was a wholesome
This is
conversation.
a very-
Don't turn it into
what it's not.
into what it's not. But yeah, man, that was our first top 5. We need suggestions of what other top 5s to do. What top 5s you guys need us to do? Yeah, man, I think I like the first one. I don't know how we're going to top it.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I don't know how we're going to top that one.
I've got one for next week.
Okay. All right. So yeah, man, this has been the second episode.
Second episode. That's in the books, in the can.
Black and forth.
Black and forth. And again, if you made it to the end this far, shout out to yourselves.
Yeah.
And you are exactly the person we are speaking to when we say 23rd of December.
And 24th.
Birmingham, 24th, Slough. We're back at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
As soon as you're done listening to this podcast, the links to the tickets will be available as well. So check it out. Mario
Please do.
Shandisa.
Yeah, you guys might think that we're here to amuse you or whatever. We're here to sell tickets and shows.
This is a Ponzi scheme.
It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a Trojan horse.
It's a Ponzi scheme, but the difference is that we tell you.
We're
it's a
very
Ponzi-
upfront about it.
We tell you that it's a Ponzi scheme. So,
Like button, subscribe, rate the thing, stars.
smash that like button.
All of that good stuff. And until next week, guys.
Wow!
Boom.